Hello everyone, it's Kathy Champion and you're back with me on my YouTube channel, Kathy's Random Acts of Stamping. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Gastonia, North Carolina, and I would love to be your personal demonstrator, your help along the way with any of your stamping or paper crafting needs. You can click on the corner of this video and you can see that my store is right there. It's a little black emblem that says Stampin' Up, and that will take you directly over to my store where you can order any of the products that you see me use here today. Now, this has been a project that I have been wanting to bring to y'all for quite some time, but before we get into this, I want to show you, this is my host code. I give shopping rewards to anyone who shops with me. So if you spend $50 or more in my online store and use this host code, now that's $50 before shipping and tax, use this host code and you will get a free gift from me. It could be a pack of jewels, it could be some little butterflies, it could be a 6x6 paper pack. It all depends on what I have in my stash at the time of the giveaway. So it is random, and but it's always a nice Stampin' Up item that you will be sure to use in your craft room. Also, if you use that host code anytime during the month of April, for any size purchase, you'll be in the drawing for this beautiful called Punch Party stamp set. It coordinates with the double oval punch, also the postage stamp punch. Some of these other images will fit into the square or the oval, and you have a heart here. Now, someone said that this would punch a heart. I have not had a chance to try it yet, try this out, and I did promise that I was going to do that, but I have not gotten to that. So I'm thinking that it might work. It might be a little bit different in size, but you might still be able to make that one work. But anyway, a free gift. It is a photopolymer stamp set. Never been used. It's brand new, and I think anybody would love this. And it's got some nice sentiments in it. And any size purchase. It doesn't have to be a $50 purchase, but you do have to use the host code in order to get into the drawing. So, with that being said, the next thing that I'm going to bring to you is making some beautiful backgrounds with using our ink refillers. These are the ink refills, and these go with our stamp pads, our Stampin' Up ink pads. And I have a Pool Party, a Highland Heather, a Balmy Blue, and Rococo Rose, which is retiring, and I don't know if they still have any of these. But due to the fact that I did not have a pink, I decided to use that one. I didn't have another pink. I've got more on order, but they haven't come in yet. This stamp set is going away. This will no longer be available after April the 3rd, when the new catalog premieres on April 4th. This will go away forever. I'm sad because this is such a great background stamp, and look how nice and big these pieces are. These are nice, substantial pieces that can make quite a statement on a card. But we're going to use them today, and we're going to do some background stamping. So what you're going to need is, of course, a piece of basic white cardstock, just an 8.5 by 11 inch piece. We're going to cut this down into quarters, so we'll have 4 individual pieces. You're going to need a stamp case or a plate, a paper plate, whatever that you can find that you can use, and some wipes. Now, these are just regular wipes, flushable wipes, and these were Kirkland brand. I got these at Costco. But what you're going to want to do is pull out about 4 of them and lay them on your plate or your stamp case, whatever. Maybe 4 or 5. These are wet. They're already damp, but we're going to dampen them just a little bit more. So just lay them out. That's about 3. So I'm going to do 4. I think 4 will, let's go 5. Let's go with 1 more. And all this is going to do is going to give you a nice cushioned area for your inks to live while you use this technique. I'm going to spray this down with this is just plain tap water, and I'm going to spray that down. I'm just going to close that while I'm cutting my paper so that that can just kind of soak in nice and lost the foot off of something, and I'm just not quite sure what that something was, but I have been doing a lot of organizing today, trying to pull my current stamps from the retired list and getting some of my new stuff together and some of the older stuff that's coming back in the catalog. That is always such a task for any of us Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. We have so much to do prior to the new catalog coming out. Alright, I'm going to put this in, and I'm just going to, let me move everything over to the side so I have room to work. I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/4. Get my scoring blade up out of my way. And then I'm going to put these two together and make sure that I hold them nice and straight and bring that to the 5 1/2. And then I'm going to slice them this way at 5 1/2. And that's going to give us 4 equal pieces. And these will make beautiful card fronts when we're done. Now I am going to grab a piece of scrap paper just to protect my work surface, and I'm using this nice little black mat that I think is very easy on the eye, more so than always using something stark white. You can see the difference when you bring in something white like this. It kind of washes the camera out. But for the sake of this video, I am or the sake of my mat, I am going to use that right now. I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my case. And these are my nice wet wipes. I might need a little tiny bit more water. And I'm gonna, you want these to be fairly good and saturated. Let's turn them over. And put a little bit more water on the side. Oh yeah, that feels good. Now I'm gonna turn them over one more time. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And when you can keep moisture on your hand from patting them and you can still feel the moisture, that is about where you want to be with these. So I'm going to just squish those down in there. And I'm going to bring my inks over. There's no right or wrong way to do this. This is the beauty of this. Make sure you you shake up your inks. These little inks are only $3.75 in my store. So, and I don't know if the Rococo Rose is still available. It may be on sale since it's retiring. I know a lot of the Rococo Rose sold out really quickly because it was such a popular color. And I'm just really sorry to see that color go. That and the Seaside Spray. Now I'm just going to drop some little drops of ink, just like this. And then we're going to do the blue, and you're going to see it start to spread out. Oops, did I shake that one? This is the pool party. Now, this is the balmy blue. So I'm going to use some of this, like maybe here, 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 maybe here. There's really no right or wrong way to put this color on here. You basically just want to, oops, maybe I need to shake them all first. We went yesterday, my husband and myself, and we got our second COVID shot, and we had the Pfizer the Pfizer vaccine, and we both felt a little crummy last night. I woke up this morning with a bit of a headache. I've taken some ibuprofen, and I seem to be okay now. I did stay busy, and I've been working my arm. My arm is sore a little bit, but other than that, I have not had any really any bad effects from it, and I am so happy about that. Let's do the Seaside Spray now, and I'm going to kind of keep everything concentrated over on this side. And you can see that we're getting quite a vast array of color. And what we're going to do after we get our ink colors put down, we're going to spritz this again. You want to spritz it really good and let those colors kind of meld into each other. See how they're starting to spread out? So I'm going to grab I think I'm going to do I'll tell you what, let's do this one first. This one is really cute. See the detail in that? Let's grab a stamp block. Looks like we're going to need a pretty good size. Oh, I got one right here, the one that I need. And this stamp block is the E, and it is one of the bigger ones. It's not the biggest, but it's next to the largest. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here and just turn it, just like that. And then we're going to come over to our paper, and we are just going to stamp it. And you're going to get, depending on how well the ink takes to it, we might have to re-ink it. Let's try a little bit more water. These inks are very concentrated, so a lot of times they can take a good amount of water, and it does help the stamp to pick up your color by doing it that way. So let's try that. Oh yeah, that's much better. But you see how pretty that background is going to be? Looks very swirly. Very, very pretty. So I'm going to come in at different angles and different directions. And it's going to be a soft background. You're not going to get a whole lot, it's not going to be dark, but isn't that pretty? That gives you a nice, this one to me just kind of looks like confetti. Isn't that pretty? Let's go back and put just a little bit more right there. That first place that I stamped didn't quite get enough. But see, you can stamp back over it. Okay, that's one. So let me get my chamois so I can just rub the stamp set off, the stamp off, and we'll load up our next one. So I'm going to lay that right there for right now. And let's try on our next piece, let's try this one looks like flourish, and I love the flourish. Now I don't think I need the big stamp block for that one, so I am going to go and grab my all-time favorite, which is my D block. Love the D block. This one right here fits so many stamps so perfectly, and I love it. Okay, let's get a piece of the cardstock, and we're going to stamp and stamp. Stamp down here. I'm going to turn my paper as I'm going so we can kind of stamp, all around in different directions. Isn't that gorgeous? This stamp right here is definitely one of my favorites. I am a sucker for a pretty flourish. Oh, that's so pretty. That just looks like watercolor. And actually, this is like watercolor to a degree because we are using ink and water. Of course, we got stamps, so this is for us that really can't paint, but we love the idea of creating a pretty picture. I'm going to go along the edges here and just try to put a little bit more color down. And see how soft that one is? Isn't that pretty? I think it just gives it a really delicate detail, and this changes from color to color. So depending on your inks, you are going to have totally different looks from what colors of inks you use. We're going to go back in a minute. We're going to do some different ones, but let's grab the. I'm going to save the wood one, because I want to do that with some, well, do I have browns? No, but I got greens and yellows. We'll make it work. Let's see, I need that big stamp block again because this one's a little bit larger. I'm going to squirt a little more water on this. And maybe a couple more drops of our ink. You know, this technique might not be for everybody, but if you like creating your own background paper or your own backgrounds for your different designs and your cards, I'm here to tell you, and of course I dropped the top off of my ink, and that's not a good thing. So I had to go fishing for it. But if you are one that enjoys that sort of creativity, then I would say give this a try. If you've got some background stamps, and if you want to pick this one up, like I said, it's on the retired list. I'm not sure if I should have looked before I came on. You know, I may pause this video before we are finished. Let me finish with this one, and then I will look, and I'll come right back and let y'all know if the stamp set is still available. Should have looked before I started stamping, but I was excited. I really wanted to bring this to y'all before this all goes away. And we definitely have some beautiful products that are leaving, but likewise we got some beautiful products coming in, and I can't wait for May 4th when our new catalog goes live, and I am going to be here to share some stuff with y'all. And I've got some stuff in, but you know, I teased y'all a little bit with some of it. I hate to show you stuff that you can't buy. But like I said, if you saw something that I've shown that you really like, you know, by all means, put it on your wish list. Make your list so when, oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. Let's see, let's go this way. Oh yeah, look how pretty. Putting that extra ink on there really did the number. Oh, I love it. And so you can stamp back on top of what you did, and it doesn't matter. Now the paper's curling because this is very wet. But you know what? It will straighten out. All you got to do is put it in a book or a catalog after it dries and put a little weight on it. Go get one of those things that some kids wouldn't even know if you said encyclopedia. Oh, goodness. Y'all remember the day when we would go to the library and pull out those huge encyclopedias and go sit at the table and look our things up? Now all kids have to do is look it up on their phone. We've come a long way, baby. All right, I'm going to pause for just a minute, and I'm going to go look and see if this Textured Essentials is still available, and I will come back and let you know exactly how much it is. So if you want to run over and grab that before it's over. Not only that, if you pick up the stamp set, it's also going to get you in the drawing this month for the free stamp set. You'll get in the drawing and hopefully win that beautiful Punch Party stamp set. So I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I did go and check, and the stamp set still is available, but it is not on sale as of yet. It's still a $23 set, but it's because it is the it's large images and it's the cling stamp. But it is worth every dime, because this stamp set will serve you over and over in so many ways, so many beautiful ways, that I think you will thoroughly enjoy using it. But since I was hoping it was going to be on sale so I could give y'all a bargain, but I have no control over the sales. That's all on Stampin' Up. But anyway, you know, it's still a great stamp set. I mean, look at these three backgrounds. You won't be able to find this in anything else, and this will change depending on the color that you use. So let's try a different color. I've got these here, and see how the ink went all the way through. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I'm going to fold those over. I'm going to make a mess on myself, I guarantee it. I guess we can throw these away. That's what I would suggest to do when you change colors. Just, you know, toss those. Make sure that you use something. I'm going to use a paper towel to clean out. And that's, you probably could use paper towels, but I don't know about the fiber from the paper, if it would mess up and you get little specks of paper on your images. So I like to use those wipes because I know they work. And like I said, I played with this quite a bit And I made some other backgrounds, but I don't know what I did with them at this point. I know I had them. They're in my stash somewhere. Y'all know how that is. Whenever you need something in your craft area, you can never find what you're looking for at that particular moment. But anyway, again, I'm going to pull out some more of these wet wipes. And maybe we'll do a little bit less this time. Let's do 3. Maybe we don't need that many. But it was nice to have, I'll tell you what, let's just try 2 and see how that works. And we can always come back and revisit that if we need another one. Maybe that was a little bit of an overkill. Again, I'm going to wet it. Get it good and saturated. I'm going to turn that over. And that feels pretty wet. Yeah, I think that's pretty wet. So now I'm going to grab a yellow, and how about red? And I've got a garden green. I don't want it to look Christmassy though. Let's try, my other colors are the end colors. Let's do the Seaside Spray. Let's do the yellow, the Daffodil Delight, sorry. And like I said, all of these little inkers are $3.75 each. And you can tell there's a lot of ink in there and you don't have to use a whole lot. Real Red, Daffodil Delight, and Seaside Spray. Let's see how this looks. Real Red. So pretty. I love, love, love that red. I think it's so, so pretty. Let's put a little bit of the yellow. This time I'm just going to use the 3 colors and see what we get. Now I know that red and yellow is going to make an orange. We learned this in elementary school. But I don't want it to all be orange, so I'm going to come over here. Put a little bit of yellow by itself. And now we're going to put this Seaside Spray, and it is gorgeous. I love the Seaside Spray. It always looks like snow to me, or the sky. It's just a pretty, pretty blue. Now you know the blue and the green, the blue and the yellow is going to make green. So we may end up with blue and orange and green. It'll look like a pumpkin. I don't think it will though. We've got enough of the reds up there that I think we'll be okay. Let me grab that red again. I'm going to put a little bit more red around here. And there we go. Now again, I'm going to go over and I'm going to spritz it. Oops, did you see what happened? It shot the color up on the back side of that. So whenever you're doing this, just realize that you're going to probably make some messes because it is the nature of what we're doing. Let's see if I've got, no. I might need to cut another piece of cardstock, so let's just close that up for a moment. And let's bring out our paper trimmer again. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut this at 4 1/4 or 1/4. And I'm going to turn it. I'm being careful to hopefully not get ink on my paper. You know, we're famous for getting ink where we don't want it, and then we have to come up with creative ways to make it work. Then I'm going to cut it this way at 5 1/2. And there we've got our pieces again. So let's do, I'm going to try the wood in this. I don't know. Something just says it might be pretty. If it's not, oh well. Not the end of the world. Let's try it that way. Ooh. Oh, wow. Doesn't look like the tree bark, but it just looks, it looks festive and party. Today is April the 7th, and it is my little princess' birthday. My little Autumn Grace. She turns 5 years old today, and I cannot believe that she is 5. Look at that, y'all. I can't believe that she is 5 years old already. Where does the time go? I told my husband, I said, we're going to turn around and Autumn's going to be 20, because the time is just flying. That red really showed up in there, didn't it? Wow. Red is a dominant color. I don't care what you put down with red. Red will always shine through, but that is beautiful. I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to put a little bit more of this, oh, is that Pool Party? Yeah, that was the wrong one. Oh well, that's okay. We're going to add a little bit of Pool Party to our party. And I'm going to spritz it again. And then let's put, I'm going to turn this over. Now Stampin' right there. That's one of our new stamps. I was playing with that the other day, and I used that particular piece of paper. Anyone that's interested, you can buy this grid paper. You can get it in the full-size sheets like you see me use, or you can get it in the smaller pieces that's the size of the Stamparatus. So totally up to you, but I wanted to let y'all know, because a lot of times I think we think that when we see the demonstrators use this stuff that it's only for them, but no, you can buy this grid paper for your own work surface. So I'm going to go back to the Flourish, because y'all know I love it, and I'm real anxious to see what it's going to pick up. Ooh, a lot of red. So let's pull this one over, and I'm going to stamp here. Ooh, pretty. Here, here. I'm going to go in like that. Oh, that's so pretty. Aren't y'all loving this? I don't know if y'all are getting the same thrill out of these that I am, but this is just absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, it doesn't hurt if you stamp over top of it. It's all good. Oh my heavens, look at that one. You know, I love doing backgrounds. Y'all, any of you, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, y'all all know that I just love, absolutely love doing background stamping. Y'all seen me make cardstock with you know, just floral images, or different types of lines and things, or textured stamps. Oh, but these stamps right here are gorgeous. So if you have not added this particular stamp set to your shopping list, I would say grab it while you can, because this one is going away, and I'm sad. But this is one that I will not get rid of. I will hang on to this stamp set until the cows come home, because it's pretty. And this is something that I can use. Even if I'm not demoing, I will use this in my personal card making. When I send cards to people, I will definitely use this to do backgrounds or whatever. So you might want to grab this one before it's gone. Look at this. You know, a lot of times things get overlooked in the catalog until a demonstrator brings it out and shows it. You don't always see the beauty in a project or a stamp. And you know, that's what we're here for. We're here to show you creative ways to use your stamps, and different things that you can do with them. And I do apologize for not getting this video out sooner. It had been something that had been in the back of my mind, but I needed some more colors, and I just got those in. I do have some more coming, but I just got those in. Let me bring this up and show you. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Alright, should I do one with the dots? Let's do the dots and then we'll move on to a different color. I'm only going to do one more color. I think you've gotten the gist of how beautiful this can be. And you can actually cut these down and make strips to go on cards. You could use them as a background for an image to sit on. You could cut a circle out of them and then put another plain circle, a smaller one, inside of it, or an oval. There's just so many different things that you could do with these, and they, oh my goodness, love, 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 love. Yes, I'm in love, y'all. I'm in love with the stamp set and this technique. So pretty. Alright, I'm going to ink that up pretty good. And then we're going to bring over another piece of our cardstock. And I'm going to start like this. Oh, beautiful. Let's do one like right about there. Let's go across this way. Let's come down this way. Come up in here. Down across here. I think I need right about there again. For some reason I'm not getting that side of my ink good and dab. There we go. Now I'm going to dab right there again and go right into this spot. See how you can go in and fill? You don't always have to worry about doing a whole area over again. You can just come in and put that down. Just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my heavens, I am loving this. So, do we want to do one more color? Nah, I got one piece of cardstock left. I think we've done plenty. I think I got like 6 or 7 of them. Something like that. I'm going to clean that off on that piece of paper. I think that paper might have seen its better days. So we'll trash that one. And I'm just going to use my chamois to clean this off with. Another thing too, if you don't have a chamois, you need to get one. They're not that expensive. And they are such a, when you're busy doing stamping like I just did, this is the way to go. Now, this thing looks nasty, but it's not. I washed this morning. It is stained. And yes, you take it to the sink and you rinse it out, put a little dish soap on it, and rinse, rinse, rinse. They are wonderful. And they last forever. I'm going to close that one down. I might come back and try something else with that one that I might bring to y'all again in another video. But look at these colors. Look at, that was the reds and these were the pastels. Oh my word. Are these not gorgeous? Are y'all loving this as much as I am? Toby! Sorry about that. My dog heard something and he took off to the front door. Nobody's out there. I think there's some construction going on in our neighborhood. I don't know if they're laying lines or hopefully fiber optic lines. That's what my husband said. Hopefully we're going to get some faster internet out this way, but we don't know that for sure. Hopeful thinking. But look at the difference in the color. Look at this one and this one. Very same stamp. Just depends on how vibrant your ink is. Isn't that gorgeous? And then look at that one. Oh, I can't wait to do cards with these. Look at that. And here's, no, I didn't do this one in the softer inks. That's right. Look at that one versus this one. So pretty. I am just blown away by the difference in the vibrant colors versus the more muted pastels. But I love every one of them. I hope that you do. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video as much as I did bringing it to you. These are just absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to lay them out like this so I can take a picture of them. And we're just going to call this some background stamping. And it was definitely a lot of fun. And thank y'all so much for tuning in and spending a little bit of time with me. I hope that this will inspire you to do something with your background stamps or any stamp. You could actually do this with word stamps and just put words all over a piece of cardstock. I mean, the possibilities are limitless. So until we craft again, as I always say in closing, let everything you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy of our praise and our honor. So until I talk to you all again on the very next video, I love you all. God bless. Bye-bye.